The picture says it all. Kevin and Sarah Beth Harrison cling to their young children amid the wreckage of their home. Most of their neighborhood was torn apart by a tornado on April 27, 2011, the day a powerful storm swept through the South and Midwest United States. More than 300 people lost their lives in the historic storm, which spawned hundreds of tornadoes, destroyed communities, and reduced the Harrison house to rubble.
Everything was just different, just debris everywhere. The tree lines were different. Seeing all the destruction and just saying, oh wow, this was big.
The instant they emerged from their shelter to view a neighborhood completely demolished by the storm, they knew the truth. Their careful planning had saved their lives. 4 years before the storms of 2011, Kevin moved to Athens, Alabama, and noticed storm basements and safe rooms in many homes around town.
And you can see a lot of the more old-style cellars in the yard rooms and with dirt piled around and stuff. And we figured, hey, they got to be there for a purpose and for a reason. And then we learned more about that, particularly that area, southern Tennessee and northern Alabama, particularly has a lot of tornado activity. So then we decided, first chance we get, we'll try to put some type of storm room in.
Safe rooms can be built on-site inside an existing home, or there are pre-manufactured safe rooms that can be installed. Kevin worked with his father, a building contractor, to build a concrete reinforced box in the back of a detached garage. Although it's not recommended for most homeowners to build their own safe rooms, Kevin came to an unshakable belief about his.
Very minimal investment for something that you hopefully never use, and if you do need it, it's priceless.
Dr. Ernst Kiesling from Texas Tech University is a world-renowned expert and founder of the National Storm Shelter Association.
If you focus on a small room and harden and stiffen that, then it can provide good protection at a very economical cost.
There is potential for a violent tornado.
On the afternoon of April 27th, the Harrisons made their way to the room they hoped they would never have to use.
The tornado that got our home actually hit about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I saw it and ran back and got in the room. Within about 30 seconds after that, the tornado hit. You can hear like wood cracking at first, maybe a decking getting ripped off the roof.
And then it just kept getting louder and louder, and I was thinking, I hope this room holds,
And then there was just a lot of crashing and bashing, almost car wreck sounds. There was vehicles hitting the building. After that 30 seconds, it was, almost peaceful. Maybe about 50 minutes after that, a group of individuals were walking down the path of the storm looking for people, and they found us and dug us out.
Photographer Gary Cosby was one of the first on the scene.
When you walked up to this whole area, this was the only thing standing here. Out pops Kevin with one of his babies in his arms, and I just felt exuberant inside my soul because, they weren't dead.
And it's just kind of putting them up close to me. I was like, oh, we're okay. Even though everything's destroyed outside, it'll be okay.
Master bedroom were all folded up like a deck of cards, so yeah, horribly, if we had a storm room and we tried to stick it in the house, we probably wouldn't have made it, or we'd have been seriously injured.
FEMA Administrator Craig Fugate applauded the Harrisons' decision to protect their family.
When a tornado comes through, we talk about debris, and they were telling me the debris flying through the air were vehicles, cars and trucks, but they had built a safe room designed to protect them against that. And even though their home was destroyed, their lives were saved.
The Harrison family experience debunks the myth once and for all that there's nothing you can do to survive a tornado. In fact, a tornado safe room can be built to withstand winds up to 250 miles per hour. We brought their story forward so that everyone would know that there are things they can do to protect themselves, their families, and even their communities when tornadoes strike.
We work very closely with the International Code Council and others, and work with research institutions to develop standards to make sure if we're building something called a safe room, it actually offers the protection needed.
The Harrisons have since moved into a new home, a home they say wouldn't be complete without their new safe room.
It was a home-built job here, but it was time well spent and money well spent, and the new one we have now, it's something worth investing in because it can save your life, it gives you peace of mind.
The Tale of Two Homes is a story that unfolds in every disaster, and the tornadoes that struck Alabama are no different. What we want people to do, though, is look inside those homes at the story of what happens to the families. What we ask families to do is to imagine the unimaginable, then take the right steps to prepare. Disaster safety is for everyone.
I've been in numerous disasters where the first thing people will tell me is, I didn't know it could be this bad. I didn't know it could happen here. And so we're trying to get ahead of that and not let the disaster teach us the hard lessons, but try to help people learn those lessons before disaster strikes. Go to websites like flash.org or at FEMA.gov and learn how you can make your home safer and reduce the impacts of future disasters.